When you're going on a tangent and you need to circle around to find the hypotenuse, come to Miss Miller's Math Show with Miss Miller and the co-host, Crystal.
So funny. We are red today in celebration of Red Ribbon Week. Let me show our viewers at home, our red audience. Everybody show your red. Show your red. Oh, I'm stuck. Hold on. There we go. Red. All right, cool. And blue. Yes. Hold on. Let's focus on that for a minute. We got two blue right there. They're going against. All right. You know what? In honor of it being Red Ribbon Week and celebrating red, maybe we should do our notes in red today. What do you think? Test it out? Okay.
Oh, you can write it in red.
I can write it in red.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
Let's see. We'll see how it works. If you guys cannot see it, then we're definitely doing regular notes. Okay. Cards away. Okay. Multiplying polynomials. We have done adding. We have done subtracting. Now we're moving on to multiplying, and then we're going to go to dividing or factoring after this. So here we go. There are two different ways that you can multiply polynomials. The first one, are you all ready for this? The first one is FOIL. You guys remember FOIL?
No.
How do you really feel?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I really feel?
Now, in FOIL, can you guys read that okay?
Yep.
We're being serious here for a minute. Okay. With FOIL, FOIL is an acronym. Who can tell me what FOIL, the acronym, stands for? Lorenzo, go ahead.
First.
Okay.
Outside.
Outside or outer.
I never understood this.
Well, cool. I will clear it up for you. Okay. So here we go. First, outer, inner, last. First, outside, inner, last. So, FOIL works really, really well. Again, if you guys can't see, please let me know, and I will switch back to the darker color. Are we good? You good? Can you see?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, this works really well if you're dealing with multiplying two terms, also called a binomial. Ooh, terms, not terme. By two terms. So let me give you an example of what exactly that means. So if we have something like x plus 5 times x plus 1. We have two terms in this parentheses, we have two terms in this parentheses. So FOIL works really well here. So here's what, if we're following this acronym, first means you're multiplying the first term in each parentheses together. That's F. Okay? So, if we let's write this down here. F-O-I-L. Okay, you can still see that. Okay, so, if we multiply the first two together, x times x, everybody shout it out. What's x times x? X squared. That's the first multiplication. Then, outside, that's the outside one. So, the farthest away on the outside of the parentheses. So, that's next. That's the O. So, we have x. This x times 1 is what? X. Good. So plus x. Then we go to the inside terms. So that's this one. So 5 times x is? 5x. And then we go to the last terms. So 5 times 1 is? 5. Okay. And then we just go back and combine like terms. So are there any like terms within this expression down here? Alyssa.
5x and x.
Good. Add up to what?
6x.
All right, everybody give it up for Alyssa.
Yay.
And that is FOIL. Ta-da! Zach.
If you look at it, it kind of makes a multi-face.
Ah, you know what? Let me show you the way that I was taught. It actually makes a face.
It looks like it must weigh. Just watch slowly.
Okay, so the way that I was taught, and it was actually with a face. So we didn't follow that pattern, really, but we do this, and we do this, and we do this, and we do that. You guys see a face there? Anybody see a face? The eyes, nose, mouth. I could put a little...
No, it's supposed to be Mojo Jojo, not no
Mojo Jojo?
Powerpuff Girl.
Oh my. Oh my. Okay. I am mistaken. It is a Powerpuff Girl. Oh. Oh, it's the villain from the Power. I do not watch the Powerpuff. Okay, so that is method number 1. Method number 2, box. Okay.
The one that I did.
Okay, so let's review the box. Those cards better be away. But they're red. How spirited, but put them away. When you're done with your homework after the notes, then you can maybe get the cards out. Okay, so the box works really well if you're, it also works with 2 by 2 like this. So it works better though if you're multiplying something bigger than 2 by 2 together. So what does that mean? Let's talk about that. So something bigger than 2 terms by 2 terms. By 2 terms. Okay, so in other words, if we have something like x plus 5 times x squared plus 2x plus 1, now we're multiplying 2 terms by 3 terms. This is where the box comes in really handy. You can still do FOIL and just basically draw a bunch of arches to go from one to the next. But 2 terms by 3 terms means we set up a 2 by 3 box. A 2 by 3 box. So we draw a giant box, and one side should be separated into 2, and the other one separated into 3. So does that make sense? 2 by 3?
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, Tyler.
Do you mean to write 2 terms by 3 terms?
You want me to write the word terms on there?
No, because you put 2 terms by 2 terms. Or
Right here. Something big. It says something bigger than 2 by 2.
Okay.
Bigger than that. That's all. Yeah. Okay. So basically, each term is supposed to have its own box. Meaning, if I'm looking, this side has 2 spaces available. Well, here are 2 terms that we can put directly in that 2 spaces onto the left side of it. Okay, and I will give you a little refresher of where this comes from in just a second. So what goes on the top then? If the x plus 5 goes on the side, Aiden? All right, everybody give it up for Aiden. Yay. So let's take a trip back to 2nd grade for a second. No, 2nd grade was awesome. 1, 2, 3. What am I drawing up here? A multiplication table. How does a multiplication table work? 1 times 1 is 1. 1 times 2 is 2. 1 times 3 is 3. 2 times 2 is 4. That's what we're doing in this box. So x times x squared is what?
2x. Wait. X times. What?
X to the 3rd power. Give it up for Alyssa. How about we give it up for Alyssa? Good Lord. All right, here we go. I'm going to ask for 5 volunteers to tell me what's in these 5 boxes. Raise your hand if you would like to fill in one of those boxes. Any one of them. I don't really care which. I'll let you pick. All right. Rebecca, I'm starting with you. That's if you add them. Good. If you multiply them, what's x times x? That's good. Everybody give it up for Rebecca. Yay, Rebecca. All right, Alan, you tell me the next one.
X times 1.
Excellent. Give it up for Aiden. Or Alan. Not Aiden. Alan. Sorry.
Okay, Alan.
It's the blue. It's throwing me off. Okay, let's see. Sloan.
Okay,
Pick one.
so it's 5x squared.
All right, everybody give Sloan a round of applause. All right. Zach.
5 and x squared. Oh, that's already.
We already did that one. How about the one right next to it? 5 times 2.
2x.
Yep.
That'd be 10x.
All right, give it up for Zach. And then Cole, you want to do the last one? What is it? 5 times?
5.
All right, awesome. Now, here, everybody give it up for Cole. Okay, here is the beauty of the box. If you have written all of your polynomials that you're multiplying in descending order, which just means that you take the largest exponent, put it first, and then decrease them by however much you can, what you end up getting is on the diagonals, you get like terms. Does everybody see that? So 5x squared and 2x squared, those are like terms, and we can just add those together all within the box. So the x to the third power does not have any like terms to combine with it, correct? So I can just write x cubed down here first. Then, everybody yell out. Everybody yell out. Something. Okay. Okay. 5x squared plus 2x squared is how many x squareds? 7x squared. Okay. 10x plus 1x is 11x. And then the 5 is all by itself, so it goes on the very end. All right. Questions? We are getting practice with that today, and that is it. All right? So that's it. Foil or the box, or a combination of both, and you get to pick. So, no, we still have some examples. Oh. I will give you all permission, since I know we're all kind of at different levels here. If you feel like you got the hang of it, get out the textbook and start the homework assignment that is written up here. If you would like a couple more examples, that's where we're heading next. So, either way, you're not talking unless you are helping out with one of these problems. Okay, here we go. And by the way, if you are paying attention, that means more extra credit for you. So,
What if we're doing two things?
if you can multitask. 5x plus 2y squared. Well, correct me if I'm wrong, please, but doesn't this mean I can just distribute that squared to both of these? And when I do that, I get 25x squared plus 4y to the fourth or something, or 4y squared, sorry. Isn't that's what that means, right?
Yep.
Clap if you believe that that's what that means. Look up on the board, everybody. Clap if I did that correctly.
Yeah.
Clap if I did not do that correctly. Clap if you're not really sure.
Oh, wait.
Clap if you just tuned in. That's good. Okay, let's back up. So all I did on this one, it's a squared, so I can technically just distribute that squared to what's in the parentheses, right? To get 25x squared and 4y squared. But wait. Hold on. Isn't 5x plus 2y squared the same thing as 5x plus 2y times 5x plus 2y? And didn't we just learn that with this we have to do FOIL or the box? Let's see if when we do FOIL or the box we get this up here, and then we will verify whether we can just distribute that. Okay, so let's do FOIL because FOIL works really, really easily with 2x2s. All right, so can somebody tell me what 5x times 5x is? Aiden. 25x squared. Give it up for Aiden. Okay. Next, outside. 5x times 2y. 5x times 2y. Deanna. All right, give it up for Deanna. All right. Inside. 2y times 5x. Don't all jump at once. 2y times 5x. Cole. Except what's 2 times 5? Excellent. Everybody give it up for Cole. Okay. Last one. 2y times 2y. Noel. Give it up for Noel. All right. Well, all right, everybody, check it out. So we have the 25x squared, and we have the 4y squared, like we initially did in the beginning. But what happens with these 10xy plus 10xy? Sloan.
Don't you add them?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So that's how many xy's total?
20xy.
All right, everybody give it up for Sloan. Okay. That was foul. Everybody give it up for Sloan. Oh, no. Okay, everybody.
For myself.
Woohoo! Okay, everybody give it up for Sloan. Let's do the biggest cheer that we possibly can. There we are. We are alive. The blood is pumping through us. Okay, now, so you guys tell me, can I just distribute the squared? No, that does not work. Okay, cool. Questions? Yes. Yes. I'm glad you asked. Oh. Okay. Now we have a 3 by 3. You can do FOIL on this madness, but I would highly recommend against it because it gets really messy. So, if we're not going to use FOIL, then what is the other method that we talked about? The box method. Oh, I wonder if it picks that up. The box. Cool. So what size box do I draw?
3 by 3.
A 3 by 3. Let's draw a really big one. So we have lots of room to work here. There we go. 3 by 3. I got it. Okay, so who can tell me? Lots of extra credit available here, you guys. Zach, shh, unless you're going to volunteer. Okay, who can tell me what goes on the top of the box? Alyssa.
X squared minus XY minus 2y.
All right, everybody give it up for Alyssa. Yay. And how about on the left side? Fane.
X to the second, XY.
So she chose to put that on the top, which means the one that's left over is what?
That means that 2x to the second minus 2xy
Good?
plus y to the second.
Excellent. Give it up for Thane. All right. Now, we want to fill in the boxes. So can somebody tell me? Let's go through, and 2x squared times x squared gives us... Raise your hand if you would like to tell me what that comes out to. Aiden.
2x to the 4th.
Cool. Everybody give it up for Aiden. We're going to have to just start cheering for ourselves. You're writing. Okay, that's okay. Next one. 2x squared times negative xy. Sloan. All right, give it up for Sloan. Okay. 2x squared times negative 2y squared. Noel.
Negative 4x squared y.
All right, give it up for Noel. Okay. How about this one? Negative 2xy times x squared. Aiden.
Negative 2x to the 3rd y.
All right, give it up for Aiden. Let's do this. These last 5, we will do a humongous round of applause for everybody at the very end. Nothing fits in Aiden's box? Aiden, you're outside of the box. You're thinking outside. That's a good thing. Okay, next. Negative 2xy times negative xy. What does that come out to? Alan.
2x squared and y squared.
All right, very good. Next. Negative 2xy times negative 2y squared. I know. It was so from here, we're going to do an applause for everybody at the end. Liz, you want to do this one? Good? Uh-huh. Perfect. Okay, next. X squared times y squared. What is x squared times y squared? Shugi, is that a hand?
No.
Would you like to tell me anyway what x squared times y squared is?
X squared times y squared is x squared y squared.
All right, very good. Okay. Then, let's see, negative xy times positive y squared. What does that come out to? Aiden?
Would it be negative x y to the 3rd?
Very good. And then the last one, we have y squared times negative 2y squared. What does that come out to? Alan?
Negative 2y.
All right, now let's give everybody a round of applause who participated on that problem. Okay, so now, along the diagonals, let's see if we have like terms in here. So we have x cubed y's right there, so we can combine those. And we have x squared y squareds in the middle. And we've got xy cubes over there. So the very first thing that we're going to write in our list is 2x to the 4th. Now, here we go. Negative, shout it out. Everybody focus on this part, okay? I want to make sure we're all good on our positives and negatives. Ready? Everybody focus. So stop the homework for just a second. Ready? Negative 2 minus 2.
Negative 4.
Negative 4x cubed y's. Then we get 1x squared y squared plus 2 is how many? 3 minus 4?
Negative 1.
Negative x
Negative
squared.
Good. Okay, and then 4 minus 1? We all better know that. Good. And then minus 2y to the 4th goes on the end. All right, good job, you guys. Whoops. Oh, I'm off the page. Okay, how are we doing on questions? Yes, Michael.
I have a
Very large answer. Does it matter?
Yeah, you are. There's somewhere there's not a lot of combining that happens like these, and you'll have a really long answer.
But do we need to, does it matter what order we go in?
With something like that, not really. I know which problem you're talking about, and not really. Alyssa.
So there's 2 y to the 3rd. You wouldn't combine those 2 y to the 3rd, so you just stay to the x y to the 3rd.
Right here?
Yeah.
Where's the other y to the third that you're looking at?
Oh, I meant on the box.
In here?
Yeah, because you know how there's usually a 1
Okay.
before the variable?
Yeah. So what's 4 minus 1?
3.
Right there.
But you wouldn't, like, do them separately?
No. No. You actually, yeah, you want to combine all like terms. Okay, any other questions? Would you guys like to do one of your homework problems together?
Yes.
We are going to do number 36. Sorry, you guys. I know 9 has fractions in it, but this one has 3 things to be multiplied together. So here's how we're going to go about this. All right. You cannot multiply all 3 of these together all at the same time. The way that you have to start this out is by picking 2 of them, multiplying those 2 together using FOIL or the box, and then whatever you end up getting there, then you multiply it by the last parenthesis. So if we pick these 2 and do FOIL with them first, can somebody tell me what this FOILs out to? Thane.
25 x to the second.
Good.
Negative 5x.
Y. Good.
Y.
The inside ones?
5 plus 5 x y.
Uh-huh. And the last.
Minus y.
Okay, y times y is y to the...
Second.
Cool. Everybody give it up for Thane. Okay. Do we have any like terms that we can combine? / cancel out. 5xy and negative 5xy go away, so we get 25x squared minus y squared times 25x squared plus y squared. Fortunately for us, we have another 2 by 2. You guys want to do the box or you want to do FOIL again? FOIL? Let's do. Okay, I want you guys to get in the habit of doing FOIL with 2 by 2, so let's do FOIL on this. Okay, who can FOIL this out for me? Aiden. That's okay. So 25 times 25 is 625x to the what?
X to the
Fourth. Good. Okay, the outer ones, you get 25x squared times y squared. Good. Plus 25x squared y squared. Okay, when you do the inside ones, you get what?
You get 25x squared y squared.
Good. And there's a minus times a plus, which is a minus 25x squared y squared. And then the last one's negative y squared times positive y squared. Awesome. Everybody give it up for Aiden. That was sad. Everybody give it up for Aiden. That clap that you heard was Aiden giving it up for himself. Okay, that's fine. Okay, thank you. Everybody give it up for Aiden. Okay, any like terms here that I can combine?
Yeah.
Crazy teenagers. Alan.
25x squared and y squared.
What happens to them? They're canceled out. Good. Okay, and we're left with what? Everybody give it up for Alan. So we're left over with 625x to the fourth minus y to the fourth. All right. Your homework assignment is listed up here. Everybody take us away. Happy Red Ribbon Week.